Hello, citizens of the basement utopia of the mind. My name is E.W. Harris. Welcome to RadioACTV, such as it is anyway, as a stream, as an idea, as a thing that we can do. For those of you out there viewing, these testing episodes are leading up to a regular program, so I'm doing them sort of intermittently, and if you stop by, I'm really happy to have you. Love to hear your suggestions and advice for the things I should do, and also in the chat. And if you do hear the chat sort of dispersed, this is simul-streaming right now. In this sort of development phase, I'm simul-streaming it on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So, if you'd like to consolidate your hanging activity, I would appreciate it if you went to Twitch and followed the whole thing. But, for those of you who are new to this program, I haven't proven to you that that's a worthwhile thing to do yet. So I've been thinking a lot about cover songs lately for some reason. Well, I know what reason. Some venues have been reopening. Which is good news, and it's frightening news, and, it's easy to be concerned, but it's also easy to be excited. Concern, excitement, existential dread. I was thinking maybe I'll start off these streams with cover songs, for your casual viewer or whatnot. Green glass. There we go. This is in a different key. I'm going to do the green plastic watering can, or a fake Chinese rubber plant, the fake plastic earth. Bought from a rubber man, a town full of rubber plants to get rid of itself. It wears her out, it wears her out. Wears her out, wears her out. She lives with a broken man, a cracked polystyrene man, just crumbles and burns. Used to do surgery for girls in the 80s. Gravity, wears him out, wears him out. looks like the real thing. She tastes like the real thing. A fake plastic love. And I can't fight this feeling. Blown through the ceiling. If I just turn and run, and it wears me out. It wears me out. It wears me out. Wears me out. And if I could be who you wanted, if I could be who you wanted all the time, all the time. Yeah, if I could be who you wanted all the time. That was kind of fun. I did sort of enjoy doing the... If I was an old man who, well, older man who like to sing sea shanties, how would I do Radiohead? How would I work Radiohead into the set? Well, that's exactly how I would do it. That's exactly how I would do it. Over enunciate. If I could be who you wanted. Right on. What's going on? And since the capo is already in this position, this is a song by Bjork. We live on a mountain right at the top. A beautiful view from the top of the mountain. And every morning I walk towards the edge. Throw little things off, like car parts and bottles and cutlery. Whatever I find lying around. It's become a habit, a way to start the day. I go through all this before you wake up, so I can feel happier to be safe again with you. I go through all this before you I can feel happier
real early morning, no one is awake. I'm back at my cliff, still throwing things off. I listen to the sounds they make on their way down. Close my eyes till they crash. I imagine what my body would sound like, slamming against those rocks. Would my eyes be closed or open? I go through all this, before you wake up, so I can feel happier, to be safe again with you. I go through all this before you wake up, so I can feel happier, to be safe again with you. 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 I go through all this.
There we go. How about that one, Bjork? I have missed 2 Bjork records. I don't know how well y'all know me, but I don't know how that happened. I really don't. I didn't really miss Volnicura, but I totally missed Utopia coming out. And it's with Arca, no less, which is, that guy's amazing. Very cool records. So far, I mean, they're a bit much to process, you know. It was like kind of biophilia on. I really have to destination listen, but honestly, those are those kind of artists, do you know what I mean? That it really kind of sticks with me, sticks in my craw. All right. The cover festival continues. Now, it might feel a little early for this, for you, but, and I sort of care about that, but Christmas songs really spook me out. And in the spirit of public access TV, which this program definitely, well, I intend it to be. I don't know if it is. I can't really be making that call unless I'm also going to be the critic. It's these type of things that get in my way. Damn you, comparative literature. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Oh, Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town.
town. Well, he sees you when you're sleeping, and he knows when you're awake. I knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Oh, Santa Claus is coming. He's coming to town. He's making his list. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Oh, Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Ooh, he knows when you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. He can polymorph self millions of times. He can ride on your thoughts down electrical lines. Oh, Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, he sees you when you're sleeping, right? Well, he knows when you're awake. Well, he knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. You better not shout. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Oh, Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town.
There we go. So I did a project last summer. Not summer. It wasn't last summer. I did a project last Christmas time that was, spooky. So there's a bunch of Christmas songs that bug me, as a rule, and that's one of them, because it does. It does. It makes Santa sound like a stalker. I mean, he's breaking into your house. This is the thing. He's leaving stuff and not taking stuff. And honestly, like, as we get into the weeds on material culture, isn't that kind of just as bad? Do you know? Like, okay, if he left me a PlayStation 5 and he took my old PlayStation, then I'd have less to complain about. But he's just kind of bombing you with your commercial desires. And this is in the best circumstances, so. I think that leads us very nicely. That buttons us very nicely into another type of song. He might as well be delivering Black Tar H. Yeah, that's the whole thing. I feel like I'd be less upset if David Bowie came instead of Santa Claus. Because, you know, he'd probably just be checking something out to see what was going on.
It's a god-awful dull affair to the girl with the mousy hair, and her mommy is screaming no, but her daddy told her to go, and her friend is nowhere to be seen as she walks through a sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view. She's hooked on the silver screen, and the film is a saddening bore, 'cause she's seen it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools as they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the low man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, I wonder if you'll ever know. It's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars? On America's tortured brow, Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow, and the workers have struck for fame. Lennon's on sale again, and the mice in the million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads. Blue Britannia is out of bounds. My mother, my dog, and clowns. But the film is a saddening bore, 'cause I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be written again, as I ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the low man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know. It's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars?
Never quite figured out how to end that. But so it goes. So it goes. Also, I always kind of forget the chords. So the beginning of this program thus far has been me practicing cover songs in order to do, you guessed it, cover gigs. When they're outside, when people will have them, when they're doing them, all that type of thing. Plus, it's always good to have some crowd pleasers, you know. Songs that people know. I've been getting away with doing mostly my own material in a lot of cover gig situations, which is fine to a certain extent, but, you know, if the goal is selling drinks, I always think that Sad Bastards, if you can get people into the sad bastard frame of mind, they're more likely to, you know, overspend on the drinks. Now, I've seen the other side of this play out, but with one guy with a guitar, one guy with a guitar and some other crap, like, There's only so much like fun you can do. Oh, here's one I've been working on. I won't be able to get through the bridge, but I'll be able to get somewhat on it.
Walking on broken glass. Walking on broken glass. Since you abandoned me, my whole life has crashed. Won't you pick the pieces up? 'Cause I feel just like I'm walking on broken glass. Walking on broken glass. Walking on broken glass. Well, the sun's still shining, it's deep blue sky, but it don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah, that's about as far as I can get. So, if I can get, there's a weird key change, and then there's the, the bit with the.
And if you're trying to cut me down,
I haven't figured out quite how to navigate that area, but, I think that's going to be a fun one. It goes into the early '90s super pop repertoire too. With the. Oh, there's one. Here's one we can do a funny version of.
we're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Real commitment's what I'm thinking of. Wouldn't get this from any other guy.
So I can't even do it without. I can only play that song on autopilot.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A real commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I wanna make you understand that I'm never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and hurt you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie, desert you.
See if we can make this about sailing.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and hurt you, never gonna sail away, never gonna stop today, never gonna tell. Nope. Never going to give, never going to give, never gonna 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 give. Well, I'm never going to give you up, never going to let you down, never going to make you frown and hurt you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie, desert you.
The question is, how do you do these types of songs in an old-time folk club? I think that really is what it is.
Nibbling on a sponge cake, watching the sun bake, all of the tourists covered in oil, strumming my six string on my front porch swing, smelling the shrimp they're beginning to boil. Wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. I don't know the reason I stay here all season, and all I have to show is this brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. How it got here I haven't a clue. Wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a one to blame, but I know hell, it could be my fault. Stepped on a pop top, blew out my flip-flop, cut my heel, had to cruise on back home. But there's booze in the blender, and soon it will render a frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's one to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. It's my own damn fault.
Well, there we are. That's the first time I've gotten through a jokey Jimmy Buffett one in a while, which is weird because all of his songs are a little bit jokey. That's the thing. So you'd think you'd capture the spirit of that. But that's one of those too. It's like there's certain tunes you just kind of do on autopilot. And I'd say that's one of them, you know. It's I mean, I've been able to do this behind my head since high school.
Some people call me Space Cowboy, some people call me the Gangster of Love, some people call me Maurice, as I speak with the pompatus of love. I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. Play my music in the sun. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. Get my lovin' on the run.
See what I mean? I think it's the songs that you play most drunk that sort of does that. But I think we are out of cover time. Well, maybe. Does anybody have any requests? I mean, I have a very eclectic list of cover songs that I already know. But it's a very eclectic list. But I might know one. I might know one that you want to hear. You know, who knows? You might want to be like,
Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Hard to get by just upon a smile. Ooh, baby, it's a wild world. Always remember you like a child.
nope, that wasn't it. We're reaching into way. Oh, Cordelia, challenge. The challenge is on. I think the challenge is on. If you're willing to listen to me sing the phone directory, then I think you would be willing to listen to me sing from our first experimental piece of source material, which is none other than the exegesis of Philip K. Dick. So I appreciate you launching that, Cordelia. But to begin, we have to build like from a little one, like a little sound, to a big sound. We'll start with these little sounds. Little sounds, little sounds, little sounds, little sounds. Little sounds, little sounds.
start out long ago, and now he's just returning, expressed himself as a signal. I shot an arrow into the air. My arrow read half of myself, now returning, producing anamnesis, the shock of recognition. He is not starting on this trip. This trip is ending. These are answers, responses to him by whom. This is the mystery. Who is he in contact with? The Dallas system. Is it really not himself in time, in past or present, but spatially complete, as on a gold, our souls having traveled out into the stars are now streaming back to report that life exists, that they exist, and hence so do we. They exist, and we exist. They exist, and life exists, and so
they cost American businesses hundreds of millions of dollars annually. The real tragedy is that many of these accidents could have been avoided. The way to minimize hazards in the workplace is through education and awareness. Safety is everyone's responsibility. Unsafe acts, on the other hand, that associates do that could result in an injury to them or others. Examples of unsafe acts would be careless lifting, cutting boxes by pulling the blade toward your body, or reaching for something on a shelf instead of moving the ladder. Most of the accidents that take place in our stores fall into one of three categories: being struck by falling objects, slips, trips, and falls, and back strain due to improper lifting. And take your time. Be aware of what's around you to avoid accidents. Walk, don't run, and make sure others do the same. Wipe up spills immediately, or call someone who can. Make sure you have a clear field of vision so you can see where you're walking. Check to see that ladders are in good condition before you use them. Don't reach way out to the side of a ladder to retrieve an item. Climb all stairs one at a time. Many unsafe conditions can occur out in the parking lot or in potholes, buckles in the pavement, or icy spots. To prevent this from occurring, imagine an invisible line must be evacuated. It's a good idea for all associates to familiarize themselves with the Crisis Handbook. The handbook references critical and emergency situations which may arise and how each one should be handled. When cutting open boxes and cartons, never pull the cutting blade from any part of your body. Know how the compactor works before you use it. Don't wait for or rely on others to take the responsibility. Ask yourself if you see something that you consider unsafe. Determine what's wrong and take steps to fix it. Get help, get help, get help. Always assume someone else will take care of it. Make sure that everyone is as safety conscious as you are. Everyone's responsible for safety. We all need to take the time to be safe.
Now I'm so ashamed, so ashamed, ashamed I dragged you along. Symbiont, I've been a bad host. I was a weak man, now I'm a bad ghost. Symbiont, I've been a bad host. I was a weak man, now I'm a bad ghost. Bad ghost. I picked the antique lock, I picked the antique lock, laboratory door. I didn't know just what the formula was for. Now I'm so ashamed, so ashamed, ashamed I dragged you along. Symbiont, I've been a bad host. I was a weak man, now I'm a bad ghost. Symbiont, I've been a bad host. I was a weak man, now I'm a bad ghost. Bad
There we go. So it wasn't the phone directory this time, Cordelia. It was Philip K. Dick's Exegesis. Which actually, that dude's kind of crazy. And it got pretty crazy. I've read it before, and it's pretty intense. Because the dude's like notes, you know. A lot of us don't realize this, but you've probably seen more sci-fi movies based on Philip K. Dick short stories and novels than you'd think. There's a ton of them. You can look it up on Wikipedia. I don't need to pull your coat on that particular subject. But it's a worthwhile activity anyway. So I was thinking that I would like to have a beer. So I think I'm going to play for you. I got to talk to Casey Black for the first time in a long while the other day on the phone. And hopefully we'll be able to get him in as a guest here on RadioACTV. As soon as I can figure out the tech for that kind of thing. But, which it can't be that hard. But it could be hard to get it to, sync up and all that type of thing. I find myself in a series of struggles with such things. This is a Casey Black song. He's been writing a lot on piano, and I'm very excited about his new record. But this is one of his. It's called Demon.
There were tears in her blue eyes. She refused to cry. She cried so much before. What was the point of crying now? I swore I would return when my lessons they could be learned. If I could catch a miracle and unfuck myself somehow. I drove 2,000 miles alone and suicidal. My sister had a townhouse. She said I wouldn't have to pay. In a spare room on an airbed, laying low down and deflated, I cried and I waited for the demon to engage. If you'd have let me, I'd have stayed with you, played the character I created for you, gotten married, had the kids too. I would have taken it that far. But in a couple years we'd be in therapy. You'd be crying, why don't he touch me? I'd be crying, why can't I reach her? And we'd tear each other apart. But you moved on fast like I thought you might, and you found a good man with his head on right. And I guess I broke my promise, I never did see you again. He's in a spare room on an airbed, laying low down and deflated. The demon showed his face and said, I ain't done with you quite yet.
And there you go. That's Casey Black, Demon. I really like that tune, and I'm very excited to hear this record when it's done. So now you get to hear a little of my inferior piano playing. Inferior piano playing and songwriting. That's the wrong key, even, see?
reasonable doubts float like fireflies. Reasonable doubters gather them in jars. Reasonable doubts get lashed to long dead street lights. Reasonably hung outside late night bars. I tell myself I'm not afraid of these reasonable doubts. Just a game the overgrounders play when the lights go out. The lights go out. The lights go out. Reasonable doubt. Some sound just like thunder. Reasonable doubters shelter from the rain. Reasonable doubts to me feel more like hunger. Reasonably wrong from fabric soaked in shame. I tell myself I'm not afraid of those reasonable doubts. It's just a game the old grown-ups play. The lights go out. The lights go out. The lights go out. How deep I'm afraid dim silhouette in a cigarette cloud. Consensus of senses can't figure it out when the lights go out. The lights go out. The lights go out.
So there we go. Y'all having a good time out there? Out there in internet land? What are you thinking about? I'd like to know. I mean, even if you're watching this after the fact, I'm very interested in what you're thinking about. What I'm drinking about is Stone Double IPA, which I have to say is pretty good. Stone Double IPA. I've been trying to come up with fake advertisements. Back to Casey Black again. He's been writing a lot of jokes. So I'm hoping he's going to send me some jokes for the show. You know, it's not exactly a sketch comedy. I suppose it sort of could be. In some ways, could be kind of a sketch comedy. But it would be nice to have some jokes. I like a joke now and then. Do you like jokes? I do sort of miss one thing I miss about many of us spend a lot of time, especially songwriters, but also lots of other types of musicians, spend a lot of time at open mic nights, particularly in New York City, regardless of your level, because there's this bursting enthusiasm of ideas. Most of them are bad, but I'm even starting to miss the terrible and offensive comedians. Less than other musicians, but still miss them. So, you know, if you are a terrible and offensive comedian and you want to write me some jokes to use on this program, I will review them. You can send them to me via Facebook or via Twitch or however you'd like. But, you know, however you'd like. One I've been working on myself, the fake ad ones, that's more my wheelhouse. You know, like putting a tagline on a product that already exists, you know, De Kuiper's Hot Damn 100, because no idea is a bad idea. Or, De Kuiper's easy one to take to take the piss on a little bit, because, you know, what business does anybody have with Peppermint Schnapps 100? Really? Who wants that? I mean, other than me. I have to admit that I do sort of like it. Like it's like you brushed your teeth and you're getting drunk in real time. So that's kind of fun. But, you know, I just don't see it like a casual use for it, you know? Like the regular, I understand if you're making like a minty drink or whatever, chocolate minty cocktail or why not use the regular one and some other kind of booze, you know? Why use the 100 proof one? And what is this proof thing anyway? Like, I've heard people talk about this a little bit, and it's one of those things that I'm curious about but haven't bothered to look up. So if you know something about this, or you have a link, if you please post it in the comments, I would definitely really appreciate that. Because inquiring minds want to know. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's been like, why is this 100 proof? You know, what does that mean? What is a high proof? You know, is it just when you get above this number, guys at the circus spit it out and catch it on fire? You know? And how about the circus? When's the last time you went to the circus? For me, it's been a long time. Although, I gotta say, I have met a kind of large amount of circus performers, because I guess there's an active circus sideshow thing going on in Coney Island, or there was prior to the unmentionable pandemic. But, you know, it's hard to say. It's very hard to say. Support the circus arts. That's what I'm saying. You should. Stacey Halstead in the house. Fantastic musician. You should check out The Synesthetic on Bandcamp. The Synesthetic. Stacey, if you don't mind posting the Synesthetic and you know, links. You know, that would be awesome. Preferably on the Twitch, but the Facebook is fine as well. But that's the thing, you know, I did a gig for, there's a place here in Brooklyn called Bazaar, which is really cool. I don't know if it's still open, maybe it's closed down. I imagine it's closed down right now, but closed down for good. And they had a pretty good menu also, but I remember doing a couple of gigs there, and it was very cool. And part of the shows we were doing was the Dirty South Folk Circus or something like that. I did a gig with a contortionist. I did a gig with some burlesque people, some aerialists, and some fire breathers, which was pretty cool. You know. And Stacey's boy Liam does some amazing circus arts. It's a really cool thing, you know. So if you're unaware of it, if it's not on your radar, you should definitely check it out. For those of you on other platforms, Stacey said, "I feel like I just tuned into Fred Rogers on acid." Well, you know, I think that might be what I'm going for on some level. And on that note, I think it's time to play another Christmas song. Just because, you know. Once again, I said on the last stream, if Julian Coster Emma Connolly just said, Rosemary Connolly used to embarrass her kids by ordering creme de menthe frappe at a pub. Well, you know, that's pretty close to a grasshopper, isn't it, Emma? I've definitely been known to be in the bar at a Chinese restaurant and far too early in the day to admit and ordering a grasshopper because I saw it in a movie. But what I was getting at is I've seen, if Julian Coster has a stream in between the weirdness, there's Christmas songs, and I greatly admire Julian Coster, so we're just going to do that for a second. And I love playing spooky Christmas songs because it shows you like how weird they are, you know? Especially this one. Santa baby,
fill my Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree for me. I've been a really good girl, Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, an outer space convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Well, come and look at all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I would be so good if you check off my Christmas list. Oh, Santa baby, one little thing I really need: the deed to a platinum mine, Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Well, Santa baby, fill my stocking with a duplex and checks. Sign your X on the line, Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight, Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Tonight. So come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany's. I really do believe in you. Why won't you believe in me? Oh, Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing: a ring. And I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight, Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight, Santa baby. And hurry down the chimney tonight, Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight.
There we go. Santa baby. A modern look at gift giving. So, what Stacy said, a Kratzmere EP. I don't get it, Kratzmere. But, oh, one of the things that you'd be given? Okay. So, those of you who would like to hear some of Stacy's music, and it's really great, pop over to Twitch real quick, RadioACTV. There's a link in the thing above this. For those of you on Facebook. On YouTube, there's a link in the description. Pop over there and check it out. It's really good stuff. And there's video art, and it's mad cool, and you should definitely do the right thing. Do the right thing. So, I wanted to talk about, scratch me. Oh, nice. Stacy's busting out some Yiddish on me here. So I just, oh, nice. I've been delivered some one-liners by Mr. Casey Black. I may not be Simone Biles, but I do flip out over that Jim Beam. I don't know if I can with that one, Stacy or Casey. Well drinks. I refer to them as well no thank you drinks. It's the pause that gets me. Do you know what I mean? Oh, here's another one. My woman found me passed out in a post-martini coma. I was shaken and did not stir. I approve of this one. I'm using this one again. I'm using this one. My woman found me, or anyone, a policeman found me passed out in a post-martini coma. I was shaken and I did not stir. Anybody, do you know what I mean? It's pretty good. But the thing I was wanting to read to you was from my brother, or that I sent to my brother earlier today, which I think you would be interested in. When selecting a pet duck, the ability to fly is an important consideration. Most people prefer flightless ducks, while others prefer to take their chances with training or eventually clipping the wings off of their ducks, which is a difficult process. If you select a breed of duck with the ability to fly, it is not certain as to the fact that the duck breed will ultimately fly away. Selecting a duck breed with the ability to fly just means that it has the ability to. So, for all of you out there looking for a pet duck, consider these things, you know. I remember having a couple of ducks, baby ducks, in a swimming pool in this weird cage in my backyard. My mom had them for some reason, and I don't know what the deal was with those ducks. I have a very vague memory, and I remember them being cute, but I don't remember them like growing up into regular ducks. I didn't know what kind they were. I mean, they were yellow, so presumably they turn into the white ones. Do the wild ones start out yellow? I don't know. I don't know that much about ducks, really, and I'm really starting to notice the cavernous absence of my knowledge about ducks. So if you, good viewer, know anything about ducks and you want to tell me anything about ducks, that would be pretty helpful, I think. I mean, it'd be pretty helpful to fill in that gap in my learning. So I don't know. Also, in this same text exchange, Phil said, I looked up what Trojans ate, and the internet says bones can help answer this question. And that really is moving me. It's bones can answer this question. I don't know why I'm moved by this sentiment, but I feel as though I am. And I think it's reasonable to do something about it, so.
bones can answer this question. Bones can help us answer this. 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 exploring my origin, dim under the fire, cracked shell of a terrapin, end of the eye, next to some powders and skeletons trapped in a vial. But you're my formula, it sets on the bottom. You're my formula, it sets on the bottom. You're my formula. You're my formula. I found you I was ignoring my origin. The dim lantern light flickered, consuming my paraffin. A stuffed crocodile, grinning, seemed almost alive again. Just what am I? But you're my formula, it sets on the bottom. You're my formula, it sets on the bottom. You're my formula. You're my formula. I found you I was debasing my origin. The cracks in the tile pressed to the flesh of my face again. The red and the knife, the dim flashing light of oblivion. It seems I'm just fine. You're my formula, it sets on the bottom. You're my formula, it sets on the bottom. You're my formula. You're my formula. I found you I was debasing my origin. Cracks in the tile pressed to the flesh of my face again. The red and the knife, oh, the dim flashing light of oblivion. It seems I'm just fine. But you're my formula, it said so on the bottom. You're my formula, it said so on the bottom. You're my formula. You're my
There we go. How's everybody doing? You good out there? Even those of you who are tuning in later, I'm asking you because I care. How you doing? Everybody having a good time? I definitely am. I'd like to play another song for you. Actually, if you were not convinced, while I pop out to the necessary room, if you were not convinced yet to check out the synesthetic, I'm just gonna play. This is a song called Venus Orbit, and it's mad good. So, I'll be right back. So cool. Stacy, I hope you don't mind, but I think I'm going to top line this. I think I'm going to top line this with Philip K. Dick. Once again. This is Philip K. Dick's The Exegesis. Philip K. Dick.
So Thomas is not a form of me, or a multiple personality. The single sentence last night, there's someone else inside my head, and he's not living in this century. Nails it down, someone else, Thomas, not me. Inside my head, it's a human being, not the Holy Spirit. He's not living in this century. This opens the door to that which is beyond conception, operating out of my head. He's locked into the world of acts. Here ends 4 years and 6 months of analysis and research. Time is unmasked as irreal. 1,900 years are disclosed as an aspect of one underlying matrix. tears and its acts, material explained by 27 years of writing the same themes over and over again, fits into place. 274 and 374, as comprehensible as is the overthrow of Nixon. The trans-temporal constants have been explicated. When I got onto the Volvox model and the push-pull system, I was pretty close. The slowly revolving matrix structure, sphere, and the way it enhances what we project. The negentropic total system with its stations and connecting links, forming a vast brain, forming a vast brain.
do you think of it? To do that in 2 minutes, eternity in an hour. It's almost impossible, of course, as all the patients say, to describe it. You can only say it isn't, it isn't, it isn't. Trying to tell people what it is. Well, of course, I don't know any of our friends that have taken it but haven't said this one thing in common. Well, I never knew anything like that in the whole of my life. And 1 or 2 people have said to me, I've said it to myself, that's what death is going to be like. And oh, what fun it will be. What do you mean? Well, I mean that there are the colors and the beauties, the designs, the beautiful ways things appear. People themselves, dull people, but I thought dull, appear fascinating, interesting, mysterious, wonderful. But that's only the beginning. The man was saying it this afternoon who was taking it. Suddenly you notice that there aren't these separations.
There aren't
That
these
we're not on a
separations.
separate island shouting across to somebody else and trying to hear what they're
We're
saying.
not on a separate island.
You use the word yourself, empathy. These things flowing underneath. We're parts of a single continent. It meets underneath the water.
It meets
With
underneath,
there goes such delight.
and with
The
there
sober
goes
certainty of waking
such
bliss.
delight. The sober certainty of waking bliss. Of waking bliss. The sober certainty of waking bliss. The sober certainty. Of waking got a number, just think it's the same. It's just a thing that you can call. Don't know what else to say. You have to ask me what's your real name, though. I just shrug it away, put my hand up to the wall. Let's talk about you for a while. Talk about you for a while. Talk about you for a while. 'Cause when our time expires, you and me gone, soon later gone, soon later gone, soon later gone. Soon later gone, soon later gone, gone. I got a face, you got a hunger. You can throw me away, talk about you for a while? Why don't we talk about you for a while? 'Cause when our dream retire, you'll be gone, sooner or later gone, sooner or later gone, sooner or later gone, sooner or later gone, sooner or later, sooner or later gone, gone,
Dan Salpa on Facebook says, okay, but do you think that you in this case is the listener? Is me the listener? Or some other character I'm watching from afar? It's you, the listener. It's always you. And the I is always me. Because we're many things at one time.
Every night I'm confused about you. I spend a lot of my time being confused about you. Day after night, after wrong, after right, after sweetness and light, after dark, I still find I'm confused about you. But still try. No, still try to play cool. Every night I'm abused about you. I spend a lot of my time being abused about you. Day after night, after wrong, after right, after fight, after fight, after fight, I still find I'm abused about you. But
Now it seems as though we have some musicians in the house. Welcome everyone to RadioACTV. For those of you who just tuned in, I'm your host, E.W. Harris. The show that Stacey Halstead calls "It Seems Like Fred Rogers on Acid." I really feel like there's no higher compliment than that. That last number was, where did it go? It appears, hold on, I gotta find this real quick. While you listen to that delay tail. Yes. A plug, because hopefully they'll give me some stuff if I plug in enough. This bad boy, the last song was composed on this. This is the KO Pocket Operator. Pocket Operator KO. P something or other. Hold on, I'm looking. I don't know what model it is, but it's the sampler one. And it is mad good. It's so fun to use. It's so intuitive once you get the hang of it, but I highly recommend picking one of these up. They're definitely, I think they're the cheapest thing that Teenage Engineering makes, but like there is a company that's trying to make gear to encourage your meta process as opposed to slicking up your pre-existing process. So I think it's a really, really exciting thing. One of my patrons recently conferred upon me the holy grail of Teenage Engineering, which is the OP1, which is like every great tiny keyboard, every crap keyboard you ever had with high studio quality sounds and all of the weird not intuitive, but like creativity producing quirks that make you like write differently and approach things differently and think about music differently, and I think that's really exciting. I am curious as to what Philip K. Dick may have to say. Gnostic narration about Christ being simultaneously as a child, a man, a little old bald man, a short man, a vastly tall man. It resembles the will-o'-the-wisp UFO sightings and contacts. And Zebra has a little of that playful, mirthful quality, very much so. Look, I am here, no there. Look, I am this, no that. E.g. from the past, the future, another planet, an alternate universe, etc. Riddles and pranks. We are being charmed and beguiled and entranced, and by this process, our children absolutely fascinated by the emerging pattern of what we see. Continually, we are given the option of dismissing what we are shown by the master magician / prankster. So, you can put that in your pipe and smoke it. One of my favorite phrases of all time. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I think it might be time to play like a song. Oh, no, you know what? Let's pivot entirely. Let's pivot entirely to So I have long I think it's really intuitive for this show to work in random books into the context of the whole thing. Smoking it. Excellent. Stacey Halstead says, I'm smoking it. So that's good. That's good. I appreciate that. As someone who briefly worked in the pipe location business, me and my friend Chris Smith used to work for a guy called Charlie Stewart, who had an antique shop, and he would send us to acquire rare pipes from artisanal carvers. We're like 18 at this time. And we would go to these pipe shows all throughout the Southeast. It was kind of interesting. I don't know how much of that informed my choices, but this choices. It's what we all want, but they're tough choices. Choices are fatiguing. It's something you have to do. It takes something out of you. Sometimes you don't want to choose everything. Sometimes you want to pretend that you are a person who chooses things and not actually choose anything. Which is a bit of a pain in the ass if you're a person who actually chooses things. I'm just thinking of this now, but it seems to me that it's a bit of a pain in the ass if you're a person that actually chooses things, because you have a bunch of people fronting. That's what they're doing. They're fronting. They're saying this and that, my freedom and all this. And I believe in freedom. Do you know what I mean? I like freedom. It's good. It's good. It allows me to do all kinds of things. But when you're fronting about it, but you're not actually making decisions on your own. You're saying, I want the freedom to do the same thing as everybody else. And I don't know about that. You know, I'm not trying to ruffle feathers here or anything, but anyway, I had a policy, a long-standing policy, that I would only write songs about books I found on the street.
Call me old hammer hands, 'cause his skulls all break the same. Call me old hammer hands, 'cause I can't pronounce my name. Stick a fork in me, or eventually that's okay, 'cause then I'll escape, go back to the place that I go when I dream, back there where the skies are azure blue, the grass, deep, dark green. Whoa, whoa. They call me old hammer hands, but I only used to sing. All the pretty ladies in the court, they'd say, oh my, he's just the thing. Love, it's never easy when you're just another heart, another toy for a king. So I had to fling myself from the scene what I mean. Back there where the skies are rich blue, the grass, oh, is deep, dark green. Some people call me a killer. I'm just a liar and a thief, handing face to you. Well, that's just something that I do, oh, for money, 5 days a week. They call me old hammer hands 'cause their skulls all break. The same.
So I've been thinking about tapes a lot. They're a very interesting thing, tapes. Thank you very much, Stacy. Y'all can feel free to heckle me, do the claps, do whatever it is you like. But I've been thinking about tapes quite a bit at least recently. Magnetic tapes. And they're interesting because a magnetic tape is a super technologically advanced version of rubbing, like, you know, the wax paper leaf rubbing that you do with a pencil or like over a coin or something like that. And it's very interesting to me. And if you haven't read William S. Burroughs' various and sundry essays on that, you should, because it's totally well worth the read. He kind of questions things about recording, and I would be very interested to know what he said about digitalia as a thing. Very interesting. And we might hear from William S. Burroughs in just a second. Let's delve a little bit into the, you know,
into the Dobotron world.
That's what this is all I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of with this filter delay is late night dub programming. Late night. Sunday at the National Guard Armory.
Attention race fans. Everybody get to your marks. And they're off.
That's more like a dog race, though, isn't it?
Attention race fans. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday at the National Guard Armory. The defrocked King of Swing. King of Swing. King of Swing. King of Swing.
perception, like all individuals, evolution did not come to a reverent halt with Homo sapiens. We have the technologies to recreate a flawed artifact and to produce improved and variegated models designed for space conditions. Perhaps there is still time. Is this being done or even considered? Back to the church, the home, and the family. Back to the simple American virtues that made this country great and can make this country great again. If I may be allowed to fight a whim involving articulate dinosaurs, fellow reptiles, I do not hesitate to tell you that we face great. I do not hesitate to tell you that we have the answer. Size is the answer. Increase size. There are those who say size is not. There are those who even propose that we pollute our reptilian strain with mammalian amalgamations and I say to you, that the only way I could survive was by mating with egg-eating rats, then I would choose not to survive. But we will survive. We will increase both in size and in numbers, and we will continue to dominate this planet as we have done for 300 million years. Bigger is better and biggest is best. Armored models thump their tails in earth-shaking applause. Herbivorous dens wallow and splash in swamp mud. Carnivores bare their huge fangs, dripping streamers of saliva and of food. But a wise old dime turns sadly from the TV and addresses his offspring. Son, it's the end of the line. We're ugly, idiot, bellowing beasts. Some of us are 60 feet long with a brain the size of a walnut. Where can this end? In a natural history museum, our bones gawked at by pimply adolescents. Say, I wonder how big it is, Rick. Back to the home and the family, back to simple American virtues. Biologically speaking, the one direction you can't go is back. It's the law. Dolphins lived on land at one time. We know that because they have air-breathing lungs. Now that they have returned to the sea, it might be handy to reclaim their lost gills. No glot, plump, blighty, an evolutionary step that involves biologic alterations is irretrievable. We must now make such a step if we are to survive at all. And it had better be good. I predicted transition from time into space will involve biologic alterations. Such alterations are already manifest. Astronauts stand to lose their bones and teeth in the surface. If you don't use it, you lose it. A skeleton has no function in a weightless state. So what does the end result look like? Well, rather like an octopus or a jellyfish. Beau Brummel, the restoration dandy, spent hours every morning putting exactly the right piece into his crevasse by lowering his chin just so. Would carry out arms. So we can imagine the cosmic butler carrying out bundles of unworkable monstrosities. Cosmic butler carrying out bundles of we can imagine the cosmic butler carrying out bundles of we can imagine the cosmic butler carrying out bundles of we can imagine the cosmic butler carrying out bundles of we can imagine the cosmic butler carrying out bundles of we can imagine the cosmic butler carrying out bundles of we can imagine the cosmic butler carrying out bundles of we can imagine the cosmic butler carrying out bundles of we can imagine cosmic butler carrying out bundles we can imagine cosmic butler carrying out bundles we can imagine cosmic butler carrying out
Spark. That was a half a can of gasoline. So that we could make a bright light with the vapors coming off of me. The violence and the heat of this kind of love must be dangerous, must be dangerous, must be dangerous. Am I dangerous? Hanging in a man-made cave, obliterating shadows, intensifying like waves. I'd never dreamed someday we'd become a green death ray. Must be dangerous, must be dangerous, must be dangerous. Am I dangerous? Many strands that twist and roll, many coins that pay the someone to speak it out, someone to believe it, someone to take the blow, someone to deal it, someone to lay you up, someone to feel it. All right. That's a song called Dangerous. And there's a medley. There was a medley leading into it. So, how y'all feeling? Stacy tells me that Twitch dropped out for a while. That's no good. Those of you who are out there on Twitch, if you like what you see, click the follow. Please, please, please. The full-on show is going to be exclusively broadcast on Twitch, but right now we're in the testing process for RadioACTV with me, your host, E.W. Harris, where we go all the places I would want to go if they gave me a late-night public access TV show or AM radio show. Now, it may not surprise you that I've been fantasizing about this exact scenario for many, many, many years. It sounds better on Twitch too. So, Stacy just reports, who's been bouncing between the two, that it sounds much better on Twitch. So, as I would expect, but yeah. So this is the development phase. You're behind the scenes right now. So if anyone would like to support the program, please feel free to follow, subscribe on Twitch, or if you would rather go by other means, I do have a Patreon, and if you don't want to be that involved at all, and you just like, give this guy $5 or whatever, the PayPal, CashApp, and Venmo information is right there on the bottom of the screen and in the description. So anything you can do absolutely helps. This is a viewer. This program is supported by viewers like you. I did realize something. No, we'll do that in a minute. We'll do that in a minute. A lot of the cascades of sounds you've heard in the context of this program have been Paul-stretched segments of the single I just put out, Bad Ghost. So if you want to hear what it sounds like in actual time, check it out on Spotify or Bandcamp or wherever you stream music. It's all the places. The distributor was very thorough, I have to say. Let's see what we can do. Let's get some. There's a limit to how much you can do with a delay pedal with your toe. Do you know? It's not the most precise engine. Hold on one second.
especially when you've been gigging with this particular delay pedal for many years, and the thing is bent. The post is bent.
It is important to remember, though we usually find ourselves in the middle of things, that there are beginnings and there are endings to every show. And that the director of this particular film is largely concerned with our personal subtexts, our miniature story arcs, and those parts of our characters that are unseen, but ambient, between the sounds, the words, and the motions that prove that they are alive. Do you wanna race up to a razor's edge? Do you wanna take it slow, slowly take it all away? Do you wanna race up to a razor's edge? Do you wanna take it slow, slowly take it all away? The night air is cool. The pavement still feels hot. I pick a path through concrete deep. This broken parking lot. I think I remember something. I think I remember something. I think I remember something. Then it's gone. Just beyond the brown green grass, it's a place I lived before. I fall through fields of shining glass. I didn't try the door. I cut myself quite deeply. I cut myself quite deeply. I cut myself so deeply that I remember you. Oh, and the damage, oh, the damage damage we have done. Oh, the damage. Oh, the damage. Oh, the damage. The damage. Just look what we become. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Race up to a razor's edge. Do you wanna cut me slowly? Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the program. If you did, tell your friends. It's called RadioACTV, and I'm your host, E.W. Harris. Good night, everybody.
Your